My very good friend made some slightly dumb mistakes and sent some pictures to someone that she reasonably thought she could trust, but not knowing much more than his first name, his screen name, and roughly where he lived and the type of work he did. He is not in our country, but had indicated that he would be traveling for work to near us shortly, and they had made some plans to meet. And when she got some red flags and backed out, the dude Thuman resurciated to publish these pictures online. I am, incidentally, an attorney, so some searching later and gathering up any pictures he sent her of him that could possibly identify him, his online handle led me to a TikTok page, which lead me to an Instagram page with his name on it. That lead to a LinkedIn page with his place of work that matched a picture he sent with a branded polo he was wearing. Some more searches got me the email of the Chief Executive Officer, Vice President of Human Resources, Operations Manager, and Public Relations Manager. I just fired off an email on behalf of my client of the screenshots of him Thuman resurciating revenge porn, snippets of the conversation showing that username while he sent that exact picture of him wearing his company's branded apparel, links to how I know it's him, along with pictures he sent her of his motorcycle with the license plate showing, as further proof it is him. I also included screenshots of him discussing a workplace incident that were time-stamped, along with pieces of dialogue discussing how he had sex with an ex at his place of work, and discussing plans to have sex with her in his office as well. I also included a picture he sent her showing his work laptop with his entire Outlook calendar, along with proprietary information, which he sent to prove he was busy, along with other pictures he took of his workplace with non-consenting employees. I further informed his employer that I will be forwarding all this information to law enforcement, and since he had indicated that he would be traveling to the United States soon, we'll also forward this to the local office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation as, since my client is a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil, these human resource seats constituted a federal crime. So that should they continue with his employment and continue with their plans to send him to the United States for work, I will ensure on behalf of my client that federal law enforcement is waiting for him on arrival, which I will do, as one of the assistant U.S. attorneys for this region is a law school buddy of mine. Since I have his license plate, I know where he lives, and will be contacting his local authorities tomorrow. You dumb motherfucker, thinking you were hiding around anonymity, thinking you could Thuman resources eaten my friend? Took me 45 minutes to destroy your life. Why wouldn't you have just had the Federal Bureau of Investigation waiting instead of tipping off his company? Corrective action plan. Because she has zero interest in him within hundreds of miles of her, and she would rather him lose the job, and thus the work trip. She wants him to suffer for what he did but would prefer to avoid actually testifying. If he lives in another country, how can you know from a motorcycle license plate where he lives? I have other questions. If you have a New York license plate on your car, then it's reasonable to presume you live in New York. This means that if you commit a crime, it's a matter for New York law enforcement. I don't need to know his exact address. I just need to know what police office to contact.